Rebels. J-Dog back to answer more goddamn questions. Before we get to the goddamn questions, the goddamn what a J-Dog fucking spin. People seem to really liking this segment because I had a bunch of people saying, yeah, thanks for the recommendation. Goddamn, that torso freak was a fucking jammer. People picked it up. I'm like, cool. I mean, it's yeah, I just show shit that I like. That's all I'm gonna do. So this next one, it's kind of on the fence of showing it. I'm like, because everybody knows I like this band, and it's like every one of you, hope you fucking. I would hope that every single person watching this at least knows who the fuck this band is. You know, if you're watching this video right now and you're like, never heard of those guys. Are they influenced by fucking 200 stab wounds? Oh, when did they come after? They come after Sanguizio Ball, brah? You're out of the loop, homie, and you need to get fucking informed. But the reason I'm showing this, I think this is the last album they did. I get kind of confused on them. Because again, after the third album, I kind of lost touch, even though I picked up almost everything. Actually, I'm going to Metal Archives it on here. I think I might be missing an album. But anyways, I listened to this album, spun it again 3 times this week. It's just really fucking good. And that is the almighty Monstrosity. This album, The Passage of Existence. This is just the CDs we have in stock. We got to restock, so I put it on. I own it. I have the LP version. There was a, I don't think we have any LPs in stock. We might, I don't know, search the goddamn site. I just know I saw this on the new card. I'm like, yeah, I got to spruce up on this again. And I picked up the CD when it came out, and the LP, and I listened. I'm like, yeah, it's good. And the other one that I own I know I own, and it's again good. I've only listened a few times. It's definitely before this album. Is Spiritual Apocalypse, but they're in the category where I always say about Monstrosity is like I love the first 3 albums, like love them. For years, I always said In Dark Purity, the third album, the first one without goddamn Corpse Grinder singing. I was like, that's probably my favorite one. But just going back and stuff, Imperial Doom's the best. I mean, that is stupid fucking good. Then Millennium, I could see why someone would be a fan of that, especially with a little bit more of the mix of the simplicity and a little bit more guitar technical. Very, very, very good album. Worst goddamn album fucking cover in all of goddamn death metal, or at least it's in the goddamn running for. That cover is fucking terrible, but extremely goddamn good music. After that, I kind of like, it wasn't like I didn't listen to them. It was just when I picked them up, you listen to it once or twice, and just kind of fucking forgot about it. Just kind of like when I first heard Midnights. Literally, fucking Kanye gave me that all black 7-inch with the endless sluts and what else is on there? The 2 song 7-inch is literally just a black it's all black dust cover. There's no logo, there's no nothing on it. It's all black. I'm like, oh yeah, it's pretty good. And then I put in my 7-inch box, kind of forgot about it. Went back to them. I saw Nuclear were now putting them out and stuff, and they blew up. And I'm like, is this that same band? So it never sounded like Venom. But I was like, oh yeah, it's good shit. This is before I even knew Athnar. The Monstrosity albums kind of fell in that category. But this album is specifically I put it on. It just got some really, really cool, enjoyable, like I'm thoroughly entertained guitar riffs. I can't even explain it. Like it's not super fast. It's mid-paced death metal. Um, some parts I could see as an could come off as a little boring, but when you get to know the songs, they're no longer boring. But on a first time listen, I could see them coming off boring, just parts here and there. We're like, okay, this part's super good, and then another part kind of like this kind of you find yourself not paying attention because the songs aren't long, but they're longer than let's say Nunslaughter or something. 4 to 5 minutes on average they last. Um, but as I was listening to more again, I was like, this is like really, really good. And a lot of the guitar riffs, for those of you know in Dark Purity, they have that feel. So I can't remember Spiritual Apocalypse as that. And so what else am I missing? I'm gonna Metal Archives them now, because they're a band I tried to keep up with, and I knew they had a long time where they weren't putting albums out. But the first 3 is what I know. No, I can fucking air guitar those. I mean, I can't recite all the lyrics or anything, but I know the songs very well. Final Cremation, all that shit. Look at these fucking Hammond Who do these guys think they are? Monstrosity from Finland. Although, goddamn, I kind of want to check that out. What the fuck are these homies about? Monstrosity in Finland, death metal, themes, gore. They have one demo. I don't know this. Finnish death metal band from the same thing, Monstrosity. Why the fuck you named your band that, Brabras? They have one demo from 1991 called Theater of Operations. Talking the dog, talking the dog. See, this is the shit I'm interested in. This is what I'm talking about. If you, not even gonna get in that goddamn conversation. Metal Fanatical, this should fucking give you a goddamn boner. Now, this may suck. There's a 50% chance this is boring snooze fucking doom that they call goddamn death metal. But it's got a 50% chance it's good. Yeah, it's got a demo tape cover, like it was an official demo that came out. They got a logo. Theater of Operations, Demo 91. And you guys know Theater of Operations. Here's the thing, guys, and listen to what I'm going to say now. Replay it because people do not listen to me at all. I do not have a cassette player no more. I had a cassette player for years. The goddamn thing died. It died in the times before cassettes were cool again, so I never re-got it. Re-got one, and then I didn't really want to have to start another physical format collection between 7 inches, 12 inches, and CDs, which is my bread and butter where I always like the most. Having said that, I don't have a cassette player. If anybody has this demo, and if you could put it on a CDR for me, and preferably put like a little paper slip, like, do I have something available next to me? Give me an example. There's a paper slip with the track listing. I love that shit. Like, label the disc, Monstrosity, Theater of Operations, Demo 1991, and it's 5 tracks. So, first song's Intro, 2, Repeatedly Interred, 3, Approaching the Skullfold Side, 4, Promised Paradise, 5, Fields of War. This is all they ever put out. I love checking shit out like that, guys. That's the kind of shit like, dog, gonna listen to new stuff? That's what I prefer to listen to. Let me check out the members. These homeboys and anything else? Oh, look at this. The drummer, he was on Funebre. And then Marcus, the vocals, guitar, he was in a band called Real Hell. Click on Real Hell. This is a newer death metal band. How this is? It's a new bucks. Real Hell from Finland, death metal, from the guy that he's on the fucking demo, singer. Beneath the Pillars of Mortality EP 2023. Bypass the Dog. Looks like a cassette. It's Old Skull Productions cassette. 30 copies. What the fuck are you doing with 30 copies, bro? I should have put this out and sent one to the goddamn dog. This looks like it has potential too. Looks like old school goddamn death metal lineup. It says none on there, but again, on the fucking Monstrosity. Somebody sent me that goddamn Monstrosity demo. And then here we go. United States, the real goddamn Monstrosity. Fuck. So, you know what? Yeah, I am missing one. Oh, maybe no. I think I own this on CD. Again, I don't know it. I gotta have to go back and listen. Rise to Power. I knew there was one I was unfamiliar with. I definitely heard it. But I got to go back and jam some Rise to Power by Monstrosity as well. Because Spiritual Apocalypse, I'm sure I'm going to remember some of it. That came out, that's their 2007 album. So yeah, this Passive Existence, holy shit, this is already 6 years old. I think this is why I fall off touch with them at first sense. They go years. Check out this fucking delays. So 1992 is the Almighty. I said Almighty, goddamn, Imperial Doom. Millennium's 96, so 4 years of doing album, not completely dicking around, but kind of dicking around. 3 years of doing Dark Purity, that's an acceptable time frame. 4 years again that to rise to power. Got to remember, so like when that came out, it probably didn't. 2003, I'm just graduating goddamn high school. Heard the all goddamn mighty toxic Holocaust. Evil never dies. I'll probably like. You just went over my goddamn head. To be honest with you, sure I was listening. That's right around 03. Definitely toxic Holocaust. It's about when I heard like Sabbat Evoke. Love that shit. Metal Lucifer, Heavy Metal Chainsaw. I heard that around that time. Disaster, Divine Blasphemies, Tyrants of the Netherworld. That's around all that time I'm picking that shit up. So I probably was just not paying much attention. Spiritual Apocalypse, I don't know if I got the year up, but I don't think I own an LP of that, but I definitely own a CD. I want to say I own Rise to Power CD, but yeah, got to dust it off. Because, yeah, this Passive Existence, I've been really jamming. I think I'm going to jam it a fourth time tomorrow, too. Just really kind of drill the brain. Thoroughly enjoying it. So just giving a shout out to the goddamn homies. Jesus, fuck, man, this band photo. Holy fuck, man. That goddamn, was that guitar player? I don't know who that guy is, but Jesus fuck, man. Contact the dog. I'll coach your ass for free, man. You need to lose some goddamn weight. You fat ass fuck. Dog, coach a goddamn legend band. Other than Lee Harrison, who the fuck's even in this band anymore? Vocals, Edwin Webb. Is that the fat boy? Yeah, this looks like a normal folder. Definitely not ripped, but I don't call him a fat boy. I don't recognize all these other names. Yeah, from other bands. Lee Harrison's the only original guy. Looks like. No, what is this? Mark Van Erp, base 1990 to 1995. So then he left 2022 to present. So that means, oh, that's I think that's the fucking fat boy. Yeah, fucking yeah, Mark. If you need to lose some goddamn lbs and you're on the almighty goddamn Imperial fucking Doom, which it says you are. Well, how do you not know, J Dog? I don't know every band member and every fucking album I listen to. I don't know all goddamn memorize. The dog coach goddamn for free. Um, yeah, so that's it. So that's an album I recommend, and I want to fucking make it perfectly goddamn clear to people. I'm only recommending shit that I like, not to try to sell. I think we got 10 of these. It's Monstrosity. We've had them in stock before. It's going to sell regardless. If I wanted to just sales pitch shit, I would literally just recommend something. What do we got 100 of that sells like shit? I want to blow the cobwebs off these motherfuckers, and I could just easily pull some shady shit and just talk it up. But I'm not doing that. So take that for whatever the fuck it's worth. Anyways, we're the goddamn questions. We had some skis fucking rolling today, which is a good goddamn thing because, man, the last 7, 10 days have been drought central. It's been dry as a fucking nun over here. Holy fuck ski. No lubrication on these fucking walls whatsoever. Fucking ever. Had to get out the goddamn lube. So how many did we get today? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all in one goddamn day. Happy belated B-Day, dog. Fuck yeah. They all rolled in when I'm wiping the crust on my eyes. Get that ass kicking going on at 5:45 a.m. in the morning. Check that goddamn inbox. Holy shit, yeah. My kind of day. Anyways, goddamn it. First goddamn paid ski from Andrew. Sent 15 USD. Oh, that's why I put Andrew. Yeah. Please keep my last name confidential. So, yeah, I chopped it off so I didn't say it out loud. Glad I did. At first, 12 minutes in. God damn it. I'd be fucking pissed. Great channel. You're plenty clear about preferring the satanic metal. Yeah, I mean, as a whole, but at the same time, I mean, by default, all-time favorite band, Cannibal Corpse, right? They're not satanic. Question: when you bash on God or Jesus, etc., are your comments more to do with image, personal beliefs, religion, or do you consider yourself more of an atheist? Keep it honest and offensive. Take a goddamn swig of goddamn water if you answer this one. So when I bash on them, for starters, do I automatically dislike somebody if they are a Christian or have a different belief than me? No, not at all. I do not hate somebody for any religious reasons whatsoever. I hate on the religion itself. Now, by default, the problem is with most Christians, or I don't even like to say Christians anymore because it's a different in today's society. I call them white light religions. That would include Judaism, Muslim, and any other white light religion, where it's not believing in yourself, it's believing in a God above you. That the premises is very similar. Worship me, follow my word, follow my rules, or else. I don't support that ideology. And then furthermore, and then we'll use the Christians mostly as an example. And mostly the reason why is you got to remember, I'm in the U.S. That was the predominant religion, especially me fucking growing up. And I know people, oh, it's not even that prevalent anymore. No, it's not as much as it was 20 years ago. And you wind back 50 years ago to the let's say 50s, it wasn't as much, 20 years ago. So the 2000s, it wasn't then. It goes down a little bit each more and more and more. But it's still prevalent. No doubt about it. It depends on what parts of the states you go to, especially there's southern states with the Bible belts and things like that. And my biggest problem with those religious fanaticals um, is that they're hypocrites. I mean, the biggest thing their book says is that they're not supposed to judge anyone else. That is up to their God to judge and make the decision of whether they go to heaven or hell or what He's going to do with them in their life. So just by that alone, it's like you're not even following your own fucking rules, dummy. Who the fuck are you to sit there and tell everybody else do this, not that, or dislike people and shit like that? And they do all the fuck. They are the most judgmental fucking assholes I've ever met. Not all of them. I've met some cool ones. As a matter of fact, there's one on Elcat's side. It's her aunt, and she's super religious, but I get along with her really fucking well because she doesn't bring it up. And we've slightly had a conversation. It was kind of sitting around the goddamn airport. We went on a family trip, and she came. She just said, "Look, hey, this is how I was raised. I was raised in Sunday school and shit like that. It's what I believe, but like I admit, there's times I question it myself. Like this doesn't seem right or whatever." She's like, "But I'd follow it because creature of habit, I guess." And but she's like, she's unsure at times, right? So I don't like, look, hey, this is what I follow and this is what I feel is right in my heart, but I'm not going to sit there and tell others that they're wrong. I can respect that. That's respectable. But this jam it down the throats, walking up to a stranger's door and handing out pamphlets and shit, that's complete bullshit, man. You're just like, spreading this goddamn this lie, and then they judge every little fucking move that you do. How do you know they do? They judge because I've had it all my goddamn life. You know, they automatically assume you're a bad person, or they'll tell you you're going to go to hell for that. How do you know? It's not what your fucking God. That's up to your goddamn God, right? And even if I do, what concern of that is over yours? That's the goddamn problem. And then it just helps spread unnecessary division. The two worst goddamn things on this fucking planet, if you were to completely get rid of them, annihilate them from us, the world we live in would be so much better. If you got rid of all politics, we were all under one banner. It's called Earth. That's it. It was ran by whatever, one fair leader, not sides, one fair leader that's for, let's say, humanity and the best interest in humanity, not fucking greed and making money. And if you got rid of religion, just the beings come from above, dude. This is all horseshit. Here's what really happened. Prove to the world. All this dumbass religion was just abolished. The world will be so much a peaceful, better and more peaceful place, and people would be getting along much better. Think about why are most people divided? Biggest reason is religion and politics, and then you have racism shit, but that's just dummies. And to somewhat, I guess, stand up for those dummies, most of them were just brainwashed as a kid anyways. They just got into that because that's what their parents were. Especially if some that grew up in the South or whatever, their parents are racist. They just think by default that's the acceptable, that's the truth. They were kind of brainwashed, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, not that it makes it right. It's kind of like to say, you got those serial killers or whatever, the Albert Fish that was abused as a kid and he turns out to be a heinous fucking serial killer, right? Well, that doesn't give you a pass. That doesn't mean, well, yes, yeah, man, I really feel for you, buddy. Guess we're not going to give you the chair after all. I mean, you still know right from wrong. But it at least explains, or at least gives a reasonable explanation of why he's so fucking warped in the head. I guess it doesn't really matter what the reason was. I mean, I guess for future reference moving forward, it teaches you maybe not to do that at a young age, what to do and not to do, right? So yeah, I just don't like the ideology, man, and it promotes fucking not believing in yourself. It promotes unnecessary division, fighting amongst each other over stupid shit when who we should be fighting with is the higher ups, the higher power. Those are the ones fucking us all in the ass. And part of them is tied to religion. Part of them is tied to big pharmacy, big business. That's who it's all tied to. It's all about money, power, and fucking greed. And part of the reason they keep control is with white light religions. Think about it. It helps keep goddamn control. Why do you think you go into the goddamn, well, the government uses it here in the US? Well, how do they use it, J-Dog? Look at our currency, dude. In God we trust. That's separation of church and state. But then when I in high school, I have to turn a fucking Dame Borger shirt inside out that says "In Saint We Trust" to her, 1999. Literally had to turn inside out. That's freedom of speech. That's freedom of expression. That's freedom of religion. Separation of church and state. How the fuck's that make sense? Go to the goddamn court system. Place your hand on the Bible. Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. So help me God. Separation of church and state? I think not. They're utilizing it for the invisible man's watching us, the police. If we can't catch you doing what we say do not do, the big guy upstairs, he's watching you. They keep that. Now, that's not going to, some people are like, fuck you, or people with brains know there's no big guy in the sky. You know what I mean? That's just fake. People with brain cells know that. But you got the dummies that fall for it. I mean, look at the past 3 goddamn years. The shit was going on where people believed that was coming out. You fucking believe this nonsense? You actually think this is reality? Give me a fucking break. So you see how fucking sheeple people are, a very large percentage. So even if it helps, if using religion to their benefit only helps 20-30%, hey, 20-30% less off our goddamn shoulders. That's what it is, man. And that's why they utilize it. That's why they promote it. See what I'm saying? Why do you think the goddamn church isn't taxed? That's just a business. Glenn Benton said in a goddamn a magazine interview back in the 90s. It's like, when I see a church and I see a McDonald's, I see same thing. Money-making organization. Only one's taxed and what's not, which is absolute fucking horseshit. Because they keep raising taxes on the people. How about tax this fucking big business? You ever see what kind of fucking cars and shit priests and shit driving? I do. I was born and raised goddamn Catholic. Motherfuckers are driving around sports cars. They're not driving. Yes. I remember the one priest, I think his name was fucking Father Steve, I think it was. Yeah, sports car. Tax free, brah. Because God really wanted him to have a fucking sports car. You don't think that's... Go look at the fucking Vatican over there and shit, all over Italy, the Pope and shit. Guy's fucking balling, brah. Does he need all that? Where are they helping the poor? It's all fucking bullshit, dude. It's all lies and health control, and it's just... it's no good, and it needs to be thrown in the goddamn trash can. It's as simple as goddamn that. And smart people know this. Weak and the meek need it. It's like, why not just believe in yourself, dude? And if you're a good fucking person, I don't think you should burn for all eternity. I mean, there's only a few things in this world that I think make you an absolute shitty person. What makes you a shitty person that to me is executable by fucking death is the following. Cold-blooded murder, and wasn't a crime of passion, it wasn't self-defense, it was deliberate, cold-blooded, Ted Bundy, John Wayne Gacy type fucking murder. That'd be number 1. Number 2, any goddamn fucking pedophile whatsoever, child molester. 3, a proven, not fake lies, like we don't need to bring any of that shit up, rapists. They absolutely need to be fucking killed. That goes for male or female. As far as like dudes raping dudes in prison, that's completely fucking unacceptable. That they belong and get to the chair too. And then anyone, animal cruelty as well too. That I absolutely think is punishable by death. People that are just deliberately for money or their own sadistic pleasures, animal cruelty, I think that is a crime and hideous offense punishable by death. Execution, the chair on Monday. Convicted on Friday, chair on Monday. None of this dicking around bullshit. That's what I think. Outside that, because you didn't believe in something, you used the Lord's name in vain, you should, not only you're saying that's worse than death, you should be burning for all eternity. That's their version of hell. You're going to support a God that says that? That's literally worse than goddamn Adolf Hitler. That's worse than executing somebody. Think about it. To let them burn for all eternity because he didn't believe in you? Because he didn't worship you? What kind of selfish, sadistic piece of shit fucking does that? Let's just say they prove that he is real. You support that ideology? Adolf Hitler was real. He was less sadistic than that. Did you support him? That's the way I see it. When people worship Christ and God and those white light religions, and they believe that in that hell, they believe in that book, those 10 commandments. Yep, we don't follow all these. It's got a couple good ones on there, I'll give you that. The rest is mostly dog shit. Okay, so if a guy fucks his neighbor's wife, I'm not saying to do that. It's a little kind of shady, but he should burn for all eternity. You're going to support a God that's that sadistic and cruel? You support that? I question you, fucking homie. You sound like a POS to me. So that's where the goddamn shit fucking stands. Come switch the church. You don't think it is, but the compounds can answer in the morning. Later, goddamn it.